And before I assemble this machine, I'm going to go outside and kill a slime, because this little guy is just noisy and annoying. Hello and welcome to another fabulous episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I'm your host, Jon-Michael Booth, aka JJ, and let's get right into it. So today, I have a few things that I want to do, and unlike some of the previous episodes, I have barely planned for it at all. That's not true. I thought an awful lot about what I wanted to do, but some of the things I set up and some of the things I didn't, I thought to myself, I'm spending an awful lot of time doing stuff off camera just to set up so that I can make the episodes go smoothly. So today I'm going to experiment by basically doing a lot of things on camera, and we're going to see what you guys think. If you like it better or if you like it worse, let me know down in the comments below, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Quick update to the farm. As you can see, I raised it up even further. That's because when I actually did my calculations, I realized that I was down to zero, well, almost down to zero. I was down to level 2, and I was hitting bedrock. So, like, some of my, no, I heard that. Yeah, don't hurt me. Some of my growth pulsars were actually sitting on the top of that bedrock, and it wasn't making me happy. So I thought, you know what, I better raise it up again. So I took the effort and I raised the whole platform up one more time, and now we seem to be in a much better place. That big square at the bottom, in case you were wondering, represents 64 different growth pulsars, and as you can see, I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort growing Minicio, making Minicio blocks, making diamonds out of my diamond essence, making growth pulsars, and sticking these things all together. I have used a lot of resources to do this, but I mean, this is what magical crops are for. The best thing about magical crops is that you can use them to grow new resources. Also, I increased the size of my reactor. Actually, I haven't looked at this, but it's actually sticking through the roof of my place now. I did not increase the size of my reactor because I needed more power. I increased the size of my reactor because I needed more ports, because I'm going to be adding something to my reactor today. That's actually what this episode is going to be all about. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. It does help that the reactor's bigger. I haven't actually turned it on to see how much power it generates. Let's try that. Before, I don't know if you remember this, but when I had my little reactor going, when I first had my reactor, it was capable of generating about 250 RF per tick, or redstone flux per tick, and now we're at 2.4K RF per tick. So I've increased a little bit of the size of the reactor, and I've got 10 times output, which is great. Unfortunately, I'm also using quite a bit more fuel, but that's actually one of the things I'm going to fix today, because I've got this big problem. You see, my energy buffer is not that big. It's 10 million RF, but you can see how fast it fills up, and unfortunately, even when you stop the reactor, it continues to fill. And the big problem is, I think I told you guys this before, but I left my computer on a couple nights, like overnight, and one of two things would happen. If I left my reactor turned on, well, the energy buffer goes up, and hits the top, and then I'm generating power for nothing. I'm actually wasting all this energy, because once your battery's full, all the extra power just goes nowhere. That includes all the yellowite that's being used up and everything. So it just continues to burn fuel for absolutely no benefit. The other thing that happens, and I've tried this a couple times, is turning the reactor off at night. The only problem is when the energy buffer gets down to 0, everything shuts off, including my automatic farming station, which can no longer farm because it has no power, and the ME system is shut off, so even if it could farm, there's nowhere to store the stuff because the drives go offline. That's the big problem with using these instead of using chests, that you end up with basically no access to your storage if you lose power. So don't lose power. That's the that's the main trick there. On the upside, my Minicio production has never been better. Look, I just used all of the Minicio that I had a couple minutes ago, probably about maybe 20 minutes ago, before I started recording this episode, and I've already generated 1,100. Again, that's how fast those growth pulsars work. Diamonds, same thing. I'm making lots of diamond essence. I've got 384 diamond essence right now. So I can turn this into diamonds, which I can do. And yeah, so another 42 diamonds. So, I mean, slower, but that's okay because I don't need as many diamonds for these growth pulsars. The big, what happened there? GRO. Oh, that's because I turned off the, ha ha ha. I turned off my overlay. There we go. Growth pulsars. The big problem I'm having with these growth pulsars is stone, and actually keeping up on production of stone, because every piece of stone is made from a piece of cobble. I have lots of cobble. The problem is I don't have very many, I don't have the time to cook all this stuff, because look how long it takes to make one stone. It's a really long time. There is a way to make a faster furnace, and at some point I think I'm going to do that too, but that is not the purpose of today's episode. Today's episode is going to be about controlling the reactor, and I know I've taken a good amount of time to explain what I'm going to do, so I should probably just do it. One of the things I'm going to need today is called a vibrant capacitor. So this is what I want to make, this vibrant capacitor bank. In order to do that, I'm going to need some octatic capacitors, though. These things are pretty expensive to make. I'm also going to need some electrical steel, which that's not too hard. We've made that before. And I'm going to need some vibrant crystals, or at least one vibrant crystal. The problem is I need to surround this emerald, which I don't have very many emeralds. How many do I have anyway? Emeralds. Ah, nice. I only have one emerald. However, I actually made some emerald seeds, and I planted them, and I put some growth pulsars underneath them, so I'm generating emerald essence right now. And just like diamond, I can actually generate emeralds pretty easily, so just by growing emerald seeds. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Let's start with the vibrant alloy. Actually, let's start with the... Let's just load up the vibrant capacitor. The octatic capacitors. Let's do that. In order to get one of these capacitor banks, I need 4 octatic capacitors. For every one of these octatic capacitors, I need 2 double layer capacitors. So that's 8 double layer capacitors I need. And for every double layer capacitor, I need 2 basic capacitors. So I need 16 of these guys. And for every one of those, I need something like this. So let's make our 16 basic capacitors by using this stuff. So let's go to, let's see, what do I have? Basic capacitor, basic, right there. Alright, so I was able to make 3, so I'm short gold nuggets. So let's take our gold out, and oh, I'm running out of gold. So I don't know. My mind isn't working right now, so I'm just going to make a whole bunch of these, and hopefully that's enough. And if it isn't, we'll keep going. Basic capacitor. Boom. Boom. 14. So I need another one and then another 4. So I need 5 altogether. Gold. Gold. Which is basically just one more of these. Boom. Okay. And basic capacitors. 1, 2. There we go. I've got my 16 basic capacitors. Now I need to go up to the double layer capacitors. For that I need pulverized coal, so I'm going to need 8 pulverized coal, but I'm also going to need 8 of these 16 of these energetic alloys. So let's get the energetic alloys cooking. 16 of these, so redstone, gold, glowstone. Redstone's easy. Gold is going to be the hard one. 16. And let's see how we're doing for glowstone. Okay, we've got 32 glowstone. So, well, actually we've got 98 more plus the 16. So we're actually doing okay for glowstone. Let's get those in the alloy smelter. Get them cooking away. And they will make our energetic alloy. How much coal do I have? How much pulverized coal is a better question. So I need 8 pulverized coal, and I have 4 already. So I'll just take 4 more and stick them in the sag mill. That's the painting machine. There's the sag mill. Grind those guys down, and yeah, so everything's feeding through this hopper, and we're going to end up with everything right over here in this chest. So there's our pulverized coal. Capacitor, so double layer capacitors. So something like that. Let's put all of this coal here. Let's put all of this coal here. Let's split these. And then we just need the energetic alloy on top and bottom, and we're good to go. While we're doing that, I just realized we need to make vibrant capacitors, and so we're going to need more vibrant capacitors, or these octadic, I mean, because these octadic capacitors need this vibrant alloy stuff, and so if we're going to make 4, then we need 8 pieces of vibrant alloy, but we also need another one to get 9 of these crystals, because we need to make one of these vibrant crystals. Yeah. So so 8 and another 1 is 9. And to make vibrant alloy, the reason I'm sort of talking out loud here, I need to use energetic alloy to make that. So I need another 9 pieces of energetic alloy. So let's go back to our gold, and we'll take 9 of those, and glowstone, we'll take 9 of those, and then redstone, and we'll take 9, oops, there we go, 9 of those. Now let's come back over here and keep making energetic alloy. Okay, let's take our 16, and we put half of them there and half of them there, and bang, we have 8 energetic, I mean, not energetic, I'm just talking. These are double layer capacitors. So in the middle, we need to put something that I can't remember because we're trying to make these octadic capacitors. So, oh, we just need glowstone. And then we need our vibrant alloy on the top and bottom. So, glowstone. So I need 4 pieces of glowstone. That's pretty easy because you just do this and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4 and we're all good. Let's put those back. Our vibrant alloy, we're going to need ender pearls. So I need 8 and I also need another 1. So we come over to our alloy smelter, which is just finishing the last little bit of those. So here we go. So this is kind of weird, but I'm going to do 1, and then I'm going to do the other 8. And the only reason I did that is because you can only stack, oh, I guess you can stack 16, so that was kind of silly. Doesn't really matter. All right, I'm making my vibrant alloy. I'm going to take 1 piece of vibrant alloy out right away. I'm going to pop it in here, and I'm going to get my 9 vibrant alloy nuggets. Now I'm ready to make that. No, I'm not ready to make it because I need, yes, the vibrating crystal, or the vibrant crystal, this guy right here. So I've got my vibrant alloy nugget. I've got an emerald. Boom, there it is. Okay, so things are coming along. Things are coming along. Almost done with the vibrant alloy. So that's going to allow me to make my vibrant capacitor bank, but I'm also going to need some other things. I'm going to need a special kind of conduit, and I'm going to need this stuff called insulated redstone conduit. So I need redstone alloy. And in order to make redstone alloy, you take silicon and redstone. So let's do that. Silicon. I know I have some silicon in the chest over there. So let's take redstone 1, 2, 3. And over here, silicon 1, 2, 3. Then I'll take my vibrant alloy. Out. So boom, boom. So that's going to start cooking down to give me my redstone alloy stuff. And in the meantime, I can now build my octadic capacitors like this. 1. There we go. And boom. 4 octadic capacitors. Let's put those away. And let's now build our vibrant capacitor bank. Oh, the electrical steel, right. Forgot the electrical steel. So, iron, coal, silicon. Coal. I should have made more pulverized coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulverized coal. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 silicon. The rest I'll put away. And I need 4 iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to our sag mill. Pop the pulverized or the coal in there to be pulverized. 1, 2, and then as soon as our coal is done, we don't need 5, we need 4. That'll cook down our electrical steel. In the meantime, I'll take my redstone alloy, come over here, find some conduit binder. That's this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll stick this in here. And then bang, we get 8 of these insulated redstone conduits. So things are coming along. I also need something for my reactor. I need something called a redstone or reactor redstone port. This guy right here. That's made with another piece of gold, 4 pieces of reactor casing, and 4 pieces of redstone. So, bang, I got one of those. Yeah. And I'm going to need to break some glass on my reactor. Luckily, I have a Silk Touch pickaxe, which I got last episode. Or a couple episodes ago. I don't remember when it was now. Okay, so the redstone port. Let's put it, I don't know, I guess here? This seems like a likely place. No, let's do it up here. Yeah. I don't know if this is actually going to work. I sure hope it does. Because I'd hate to lose that reactor glass. And slowly... Yes. Silk Touch, baby. Silk Touch. Then we'll take our redstone port and stick it there. Our reactor goes back to the way it should be. And now, oh, this is getting crazy. I need a monitor. So this is something that I can use to monitor my reactor. I need more electrical steel. That figures. I have these. I have this. What is this? The conduit probe. It's made with more electrical steel. Oh, and it's made with some of these. Oh, actually, this isn't too bad. But I do need 8 pieces of electrical steel. I need those 6, and I need those 2 and those 6. So let's make some more electrical steel by pulverizing some more coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting some more iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And some more silicon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back over to our sag mill. Pop the coal in there. Over here. 1, 2, and hey, look at that. I've got 1 piece of pulverized coal left over. 5, 6, 7. And that goes in there. Alright, electrical steel is happening. Conduit probe. Or is that what it's called? Monitor. Conduit probe, yes. So I have one of these red things. I need some glass panes. I need a redstone comparator. So let's make the redstone comparator first. Uh-oh. You're telling me I can't make a redstone comparator? Because I need nether quartz, I need stone. Oh, stone! And redstone torches. Well, redstone torches are not hard to make. Torch. Redstone. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then the stone. I have stone cooking like crazy over here. So, yeah, we should be good there. Comparator. There we go. Got our comparator. Alright, let's put the little bit of the redstone stuff in here. Conduit probe. This guy. Aside from the electrical steel, oh, glass panes. Pretty sure I don't have those, so I'm just going to make a couple of those. That's easy, and that's gotta do it. Except for the electrical steel, which I now have 12 of. Good stuff. So, electrical steel. Probe. Conduit probe. Okay, got it. Then, monitor. Got it. Okay. So, things are looking up. Let's... oh, and the capacitor. Now we need to make that. Capacitor. Vibrant. Capacitor. Where is it? There we go. This one. There. Boom. Got it. Okay. That was long and drawn out to get all the parts that we needed, but we now have all the parts we need. And before I assemble this machine, I'm going to go outside and kill a slime, because this little guy is just noisy and annoying. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Problem solved. Okay. So, over here, we need to put our capacitor down. I'm just going to put this capacitor down right here. So, what the capacitor will do is slowly charge up. You can see it's gaining about 5,000 RF per tick right now. And it's pretty low. So the question is, where's it getting all that RF from? Well, it's actually pulling it out of the network. There's a lot of different machines that have have power sort of stored in them. And this is pulling it all out. Is that good? Well, not necessarily. But it's okay. It's nothing to panic about, because we're going to do something really neat. I need some more conduit here. I'm going to take some of this red stuff. I mean, not the red stuff, this stuff. And now I need to put my monitor in place. And the monitor, I think I'd like to put up here like this. So what the monitor does, you can see it's actually connected to the capacitor. I'm also going to connect the monitor directly to power. Like this. Oops, I can't do that because there's a torch here. There. Now the monitor is connected directly to power. And I should put my torch back before monsters spawn in here. There. And if I right click on this, you can see it gives me some information about my power systems. So it tells me about my capacitor, which is slowly gaining storage. It tells me about my machine buffers, which are for some reason slowly increasing. Oh, I know what it's doing. It's draining the battery. That's what it's doing. That's why it was going up. My machine buffers must still have some power in them. I don't know where this power is actually coming from, but there's power in the system. It could be in the cables. But what's really neat about this whole thing is the power that's in the capacitor. So right now, you can actually see if I just hover over this, or actually, yeah, hover over this, hover over the capacitor, that right now I'm losing about 100 RF per tick, 49. Okay, it's kind of fluctuating a little bit, but you can see my overall RF per tick is going down. That's because there is nothing generating power in my system right now, and so everything is just trying to take power away from this capacitor. The capacitor is kind of like a battery. It stores all of the power. You charge it up, it stores the power, and then it slowly discharges, and that's where your machines get all your power. But what would be really nice is if I had a way to monitor this capacitor so that when it gets too low, the reactor will turn on, charge up the capacitor, and then turn off automatically. And that's exactly what I've built here. So that's what this system does here. You can see that you can set your limits as well. So I don't like these limits. I'm going to say when the power is less than about say 25%, then it'll turn on the redstone control. And when the power goes up to over 95%, then you can turn it off. So basically, your reactor should be turned on anytime you have between 25 and 95% power and the system is charging. When it gets to 95, it'll turn off, and then it'll slowly discharge, and when it gets back down to 25, it'll turn on again and go back up again. So right now, just for the sake of argument, we are at, what, under 4 million out of 25. So I think that's, is that less than 25%? I think that's less than 25%. So it should be if I turn this on, it should be sending out a signal right now, a redstone signal. And I could probably monitor that just by connecting something to this monitor, like a redstone lamp. I wonder if those are easy to build. Yep. This I can make like that, and then this I can make like that. So if I plug in this redstone lamp right up here, you can see that the redstone lamp turns on, and that's because I have less than 25% power in my system. If I were to turn the reactor on manually, this signal would stay enabled all the way until I get to 95% power in my battery, and then the signal would turn off. But the nice thing is about this monitor and this reactor and the way I've set them up together is that I've included this thing called a reactor redstone port, and the reactor redstone port, you can set it so that when you turn it on, or when you give it a redstone signal, it will automatically turn your reactor on. So if you have not figured out how this all works yet, there it is, connected, and you can see the reactor is turned on right now. Yeah. And slowly, like, I'm getting over 2,000 RF per tick power into my system, and that's good. The capacitor is holding it. Just to make sure that this is actually working, I'm going to set this low. Let's see, 25%, actually 20%, it just passed. So let's see if we can set the monitor to turn off when it gets to like 30%. So 30% power would be, let's see, 25 times 3, 75, 7, yeah, so about 7,500,000, or sorry, 7.5 million is where it'll turn the reactor off. So you can kind of see the green reactor on the side of the screen there, and if we just wait for a second. Come on, why are there always slimes? There's always slimes everywhere. 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, 7.5, and the reactor turns off. Isn't that beautiful? Now I have a self-controlling reactor. I'm going to set this back to the high limit because I don't want it to turn off until my capacitor is charged really high. Yeah, unfortunately it won't turn on by itself now. So there we go. So the reactor's on, it's charging, and when it gets to 95% power, it'll automatically turn off. And I'm going to go kill that slime, and then I'm going to end this episode. So, guys, if you enjoyed watching me build this crazy reactor control system, give a thumbs up. Where's the slime now? I hear a slime, but I don't see the slime. Guys, do you see the slime? I don't. I'm having this problem with slime. Oh, there it is. There you are. Die. Die, slimes. Die, die, die. Die, die. Slimes make the oddest sound in the game. There. There we go. Good. Done. Good. Done. Oh, and now there's like zombies and stuff. So come in. Come in. Okay. And I'm a bat. So turning back into me. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Again, if you continue to like this episode and these episodes, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, and tell me what you thought of the reactor. I'm so happy that all these things are going and things are working, and hopefully I'm teaching you guys something as well, because I love this stuff, and if you like it too, then let me know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys next time.